All right. Thank you. I am Sam here with the Rated RX podcast here with Robbie Abbasi and Xavier Hill. And we have the weekly weigh in question that was sent in related to our theme here of changing the world on meds. What medication do you think has had the greatest impact on public health in history and why? So when I heard this, the first thing I kind of thought of was penicillin and antibiotics. So I thought I would give a little backstory. I'm sure maybe you guys are well versed, but to the listeners, essentially penicillin, first major antibiotic that came out and started helping a lot of people. It was Alexander Fleming back in 1928. It's always kind of been a story. I don't remember if you guys were told this in high school or things, but I remember being in biology and them, telling us this story. But came back and was doing a bacteriologist had plates out there and had some mold growing on one of his plates and noticed this ring right around the outside of where all the mold was and all the bacteria wasn't growing there, and essentially hypothesized that there must be something that this mold is exuding, creating some substance that's making it so bacteria isn't growing there. And he named it penicillin. He wasn't able to isolate it. Kind of published his findings. It's like there's something here. I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. I can't find it. And so it took another 10, 15 years for Oxford, some scientists there, to purify and isolate the penicillin and able to test it in mice. And that's when they were able to start mass producing penicillin. And right around that time, World War II came out. They were able to mass produce at the same time. Apparently, they're a very large change in battlefield survivability compared to previous years or wars where you were pretty in trouble if you got an infection, some sort of lung infection, blood infection, anything like that. Pneumonia had something between a 15 to 30% mortality rate. Endocarditis, if you ever got infections of the heart, you were pretty much toast before penicillin came out. So it's definitely something that changed the world when that was discovered. And Xavier, I know you got a lot of experience with antibiotics. Any tidbits that you have or thought if you had a different antibiotic or drug that you thought of that changed the world there?
Well, yeah, I do have a different drug that I think probably saved a lot of lives and made people less scared to fornicate. And that class of drugs is antiretroviral medication. So the medications that treated HIV and prevented AIDS, I do feel like those medications definitely changed the world. People now it's not a death sentence anymore. You could take these medications and still live as long as and the rest of us, even though you got the disease. So I mean, that's amazing medication for sure. And I think that for sure changed the world. Because once you got it back in the day, people were like, oh, they didn't want to touch you. They didn't want to look at you. They didn't want to be in the same room as you. They didn't want to drink from the same water fountain as you. Like,
Yeah, they didn't know how it was transmitted. Everything was just like,
yeah. And then people
can't
were
be
just
there.
dying once you got it, right? You just waste away because you don't know you have it until it's far too late. And then you get all the adverse events from it. So that one definitely was a world altering drug, I would believe.
I like it.
Ye
I like it.
yeah, medicine that comes to mind, is a smallpox vaccine. Kind of a similar story to the penicillin, but, can't remember the researcher's name, but when smallpox was a big thing, the guy noticed that his milkmaids were resistant to smallpox because they were exposed to cowpox, and so he thought, "Hey, why don't I get everybody close to this cowpox?" And then I know it's kind of a hot topic now, which I don't know why it is. People need to read a book. But hey, cool. Smallpox changed the way we do vaccines, or I guess created vaccines. So
Yeah, I think that was Jenner, right? Edward Jenner.
Edward Jenner, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. So he just went around infecting people because he was like, "Hey, if I
Yeah.
infect you, well, you won't get this
Here,
infection."
take this. I swear it's a cure. I swear.
Definitely can't do that nowadays.
Let me cough
for
on you.
sure.
Like the old chicken pox parties.
Oh God, keep my son away from you guys.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So what about future medications? So we've seen kind of changes that happened. Any sort of disease states, medical conditions you think you'd target if there was some future med that we could have now for us?
Oh man, for me, it's got to be Alzheimer's dementia.
Ooh, that's a great one.
Yeah, there's just not a whole lot of good drugs. I mean, we have a few things, and every couple of years, especially recently, there's been a lot of stuff coming out, but they're never really good when it comes to effectiveness. And there's a lot of side effects that a lot of times outweigh the benefits because the benefits only show like a very, very mild positive outcomes to it. And so it's like, is this slight benefit worth all these side effects? And it just, Alzheimer's also scares me because my grandma had Alzheimer's, and it was just very,
Mm,
very scary to, I'd say hi to her, like, "Hey, how's it going?" Sit down. 15 minutes later, she'd just start complaining to my dad, like, "He didn't say hi to me. What's wrong with him? It's very disrespectful." And my dad would look at me just like, Just say hi to your grandma." And this would replay like 3, 4
yeah.
times. She would just forget, or she'd look at me and she's like, "Oh God, I know you're my grandson, but which son?" Like who's your dad? And it was just, yeah, it's very scary, man. I think that's the thing I don't want to experience. And I know it's sort of ignorance is bliss. If you have Alzheimer's, you don't really know. So maybe that's a good thing, but it just like losing my mind is a very scary thought. So I think I wish there were more research on that because it does affect everybody, especially family members. We have
Yeah, I
to
think
treat them.
yeah, I think
Definitely.
it's definitely tough on the family members as well. Having to try to sit through that because they remember you as grandma, but now you don't remember. They don't remember you, right? So yeah, it's kind of tough for sure. But I think they have a couple companies that are working some newer drugs now.
Yeah,
If you
that's what
figure
I'm
out which
saying.
one, if you figure out which one is, they'll do it. Invest in that because you'll be rich. But
They've all been bad so far, though, that's the thing. It's like, every year, it's like this new thing, and then a lot of critics are like, "Should that have been approved? I don't know."
I mean, Parkinson's too. Like, I feel like that's definitely another disease that if we can, figure out a cure, 'cause that one, it's pretty tough. They can't walk like they used to, moving all slower, feeling rigid, prone to falls. Basically, definitely decrease your quality of life. So
And
I think
that was
that'll be
big
a
in Omaha, wasn't it? Wasn't there some like there's a higher percentage in Omaha than normal?
yeah. I can't remember
Right.
why. Was it they were exposed to
I don't know if they kn
pesticides or
yeah, I
something?
think well, I don't remember if they knew for sure, but I think there was some, like, smelting stuff that used to be there on the waterfront that they're maybe thinking it was too, or some sort of old business that was big and, like, would have been downtown Omaha, but I'm not sure if they
Oh,
know. They're just that, like, percentage-wise, Omaha is significantly higher in Parkinson's patients than other locations.
yeah. My wife was telling me about people who live near golf courses and I think not parks or farms. I think golf courses and farms or something like that. They're more exposed to the pesticides that they use to keep the bugs
Uh,
away,
yeah.
and those people are higher risk for getting Alzheimer's. I'm not sure where she saw that from, but I thought that was pretty interesting for sure.
You didn't bring it for the show, bro? Come on now.
I did. I
Would you
just
bring her
brought it
on?
to. I just
Bring
brought
her with the
it to
facts?
Let's swap them out. Let's swap one hill for the other.
you. Come on, Lady Hill. Hey, she'll
Alright,
be much better on the show than me. I'm just here taking up space.
that's right.
Well, if you ever
Just
need a
keeping her seat
break,
warm.
we'll send her an invite if you ever need a break.
Hey, we may need to have our expertise on here one day, but we need a second computer room and something like that. Maybe she can use a laptop or something.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Spreading out a little bit. Alright, well, thanks for the little convo here, and of course, the question that are getting sent in. We always love to have people send in questions, talking about them, different things in pharmacy. We're happy to discuss it. So thanks again. Send in more, and let me pass this on to Xavier.